Hi, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So, in today's video, we're going to be doing the weekly tarot reading for the week of November 30th through December 6th for the collective. So, for the general collective. And so, we'll see what's going on for everyone for the upcoming week. And as always, please hit that like button so that you will help send this out to other people that need to see it. It also helps the channel to grow when you hit the like button. So I ask you to please, I appreciate it, I should say, if you would please hit that button. And am grateful for all my subscribers that are supporting the channel. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't so that you get future videos I put out. I do this weekly collective reading comes out every Saturday for the upcoming week. And I just want to let you know that I will be doing I plan on doing the yearly for 2026 reading. So like the yearly energy check-in for next year. I'll be doing it for the elements as well as the general collective. So I just want to let you know that's coming out. I'm going to try to get that out but by the middle of the month of December. So let's see what's going on for everybody. And please take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because a lot of people will be watching this. So it might resonate with you, it might not. So let's see what's going on for the collective. And happy December to everybody. What is going on for the general? What is the energy for the collective? November 30th through December 6th, 2025. Energy for the collective. All right. I have I'm feeling, when I was shuffling the cards, I was feeling very upbeat and excited. So let's see, let's see what's coming out. All right. A Fool. Page of Swords. Ooh, Justice. Okay. Ooh, Two of Swords. The Lovers. King of Pentacles. And the Three of Wands. Yeah, I can kind of see why I was feeling that. So, coming into the week of the 30th, it's like there is, and this is in the past, so I feel like there's justice coming. Either it's already shown up for you or it hasn't quite shown up, but it's getting ready to. But I feel like I'm hearing and I'm seeing, you know how the scales, if the scales that they're holding in the card, what I'm seeing is a giant pair of scales and they're balancing out. And I'm hearing it's balancing out. I just hearing that phrase, it's balancing out. And it's is the scales, it's like they went like this, now they're getting more and more balanced. It's balancing out. So there might have been something that was unbalanced in your life in the past. And I'm feeling like this could very well be a love situation. But it was like a situation that wasn't balanced. And I'm hearing it wasn't balanced because the timing wasn't right for you to be with this person or for this relationship to come into, to materialize in the physical world. But it was kind of it's like in the past, and I'm hearing it's like it's been balancing out for a while. So there might have been an injustice of some kind in this relationship and it wasn't balanced, and it kind of things kind of because it wasn't balanced and there was some kind of injustice going on. It's like the relationship didn't move forward. It didn't move forward. It just kind of it wasn't good. It ended, or so it ended maybe on a bad note because it wasn't balanced. And you're looking, it's like I feel like you're looking for justice from it. So maybe you were wronged in some way by this person or by this situation, and it wasn't balanced. It was unequal dynamic, and you felt wronged somehow, and it was like it didn't, because it was unbalanced and unequal, it's like it wasn't a good situation. And this is in the past. But and it could be in the recent past too that you've been dealing with this. I feel like it's more recent. that you've been dealing with this injustice. But you're kind of like, I feel like you're kind of like moving away from it. Like you're in this energy of, well, that really wasn't a good experience. But I'm ready, you're dealing with the injustice of it, but I feel like you're kind of over it now, and you're moving forward, and you're just kind of like, whatever, I'm just going to follow my intuition and move forward and take a leap, and kind of see how he's kind of on this rock right here, and he's getting ready to take a leap, and he's got all his little tools with him. I feel like you're at the point where you're ready to leave that behind you and start a new cycle, because this is also a zero card. So it's like you've come to the end of that situation, whatever that unbalancing was that wasn't good, and that injustice or whatever happened there. It's like, yeah, I feel like it didn't end well. It didn't end well, and it didn't go anywhere because it was so unbalanced. And you're like, whatever, I'm just gonna like take off and start a new cycle for myself and just kind of follow my heart, follow my intuition and just move forward. I feel like whatever, you're getting ready to do that, you're in that energy of wanting to move forward, but the situation is there's definitely like some kind of like some gossip and innuendo going on. Like it could very well be behind your back dealing with this past situation, because I do kind of feel like this is more recent, like whatever that is, that unbalancing, and feeling like you've been injusticed or whatever, whatever happened, I feel like it's more recent, so probably like in the last couple months. And there's kind of like you're still dealing with some gossip and innuendo about it, that like you're in this situation where people are talking, and there's like some gossipy like, because if you look at this like I'm hearing wind going by. So you get the tree and you see the wind is like pushing the tree and it looks windy. It's kind of like wind, like information spreading around, like gossip and innuendo. So people are talking about it and it's spreading around. But I feel like you're kind of in this energy, like you really don't care. Like you're done with the situation, you've kind of worked through it and you're ready just to move on. But you are dealing, like there's this aftermath of gossiping and innuendo, and it's like it's spreading around. It's spreading around. And I also but the atmosphere is, even though you want to, you don't really care, you're getting ready to take off and start a new cycle, there's this kind of sense of holding and waiting. So let me do some clarifiers to see what's going on with that. What is the clarifier for the Two of Swords? Clarifier for the Two of Swords. Two, please. There we go. Oh, okay. It's like the universe wants you to hold. Even though you're like ending that cycle, you're ready to take off, and like, and you're ready for a new cycle to start. I feel like the universe is like, no, you need to wait a little bit, because you need to continue to do some introspection. And maybe it's like you need to learn how to handle the gossip and innuendo and let that kind of run its course before you move forward. But I feel like this is more about introspection. Like you might feel like you're ready for a new cycle and you're ready to move on, but I'm hearing, okay, I'm hearing you're not. It's like there's still some inner work that you need to do to heal from it. And so the universe is telling you to stop, don't hold on, don't move forward the new cycle yet. Just kind of stop, do some introspection, do some inner work. I keep hearing you need to do more inner work. You need to do more healing about it, even though you want to like just take off in a new direction. It's like you're not quite there yet. You need to do the inner work. And the reason why is because what's coming for you. That's why you need to do the inner work. It's like don't rush it. Don't rush the inner work. Make sure you completely heal from this situation. And I feel like, dealing with this gossip and innuendo that could be going on around you, it's like that's making it hard to heal too, because it's kind of stoking the fire of your discontent. making you upset because you're hearing all this stuff going on. So that could be kind of restoking those feelings of dealing with this past situation that you were dealing with. Um, but yeah, I definitely feel like the universe is like, hold up, don't go running forward yet. You're still more healing you need to do. And maybe you do need to like spend some time alone, after this situation and just kind of, like do a lot of self love, work on yourself, meditate, give yourself some time to like fully heal from it and do that inner work you need to do because you don't want to. Okay, what I'm hearing is take, you don't want to take the the issues from this past situation that that you feel you don't want to take that into a new relationship. And so it's like you want to do the inner work to heal that. So when a new relationship starts, you're not dragging it in with you because it's going to negatively affect your new relationship because you haven't fully healed from it. So the universe is like, stop. You got this Two of Swords. Stop. You need to fully heal from this situation before you move forward. And I know you feel like I feel like you feel like you've healed, but they're like, nah, you're not completely finished healing yet. So you need to take some time to do your inner work and heal from it. And like, and just follow your intuition. Like you'll know when the time is like when you've done enough healing, you'll feel a shift and you'll know, okay, I've done enough healing. I'm ready. Because a lot of times people want to rush through that because it's not pleasant to deal with those emotions. So a lot of times people just kind of want to, like rush through that process. But the universe is like, no, don't do that. Don't rush through it because if you rush through it and you don't fully heal, it's going to affect you in the future when you're trying to like when you got a new situation coming in, a new and I feel like this is a love relationship. If you have a new love relationship coming in, it's like you're not going to be, you're going to carry it with you, what's unhealed into the new relationship, and it's just going to start, to keep the pattern will go. And that's what happens is if you don't heal stuff, then the pattern will continue until you heal it. So it's like, it doesn't matter who the person is you're with, you're going to continue that same pattern because it's something that you haven't healed from the past. And they don't want you to do that. Like the universe is like, no, we want you to heal so you're not carrying this with you into the next relationship. And that brings me to the other cards I've got here. So in the near future, I definitely feel like you've got a new beginning in love coming in because you've got the Lovers and you've got the Ace of Cups here. And I do feel this is with a new person. This is with somebody different than what you were dealing with in the past. And it's like the universe is bringing this new person in for you once you've done your healing and you've done that introspection and healing, then they're going to bring this person in for you. But this is going to be like um, a much more balanced relationship than what you had in the past. Because remember, in the past, I saw the scales that they weren't balanced, right? And it caused problems and it didn't go anywhere because it was like it wasn't balanced. And it's like you weren't meant to be with this person at this time. They weren't like a good fit for you. But there's a new person coming in and it's going to be a much more balanced relationship, and there's going to be a lot of like chemistry with this person, a lot of attraction with this person, and I feel like it's going to be divinely guided because it's like you're the karma is going to come full circle, because you went through that rough experience of that unbalancing and that that whatever happened there, and it's like the universe is like, okay, you've learned your lesson, you've done your inner work and learned your lesson and you've healed. And so now we're going to bring somebody in for you for a new beginning in love that's going to be a much better fit for you. So now it's like the scales are going to be balanced, is what I'm hearing. And I'm seeing the scales are like even now. So it's going to be like it's like a type of relationship where they're giving in as much energy into the relationship as you were. Because I feel like in the past that wasn't happening. The person you were with, it's like they were taking, but they weren't giving an equal amount to you like you were giving to them. And I'm also hearing like there was a power dynamic that was off too. So maybe this person in the past was like, um, they used, maybe they tried to like, have power over you. Like they would play power games and try to like keep you down or keep you small or keep you like beneath them in some way is what I'm hearing. And that's the person in the past. But that's not going to be the case in this new relationship. And I do feel, you see this little angel here? And if you look at this card, there's a mountain between them, but you have this angel up here. And I feel like she's like pushing the couple together. So it's like the universe is like the divine's like, yep, you're meant to be with this person. Like we're sending this person to you for this new beginning in love because you've worked through, the karma's come full circle. You've worked through that pattern, you've learned your lesson, you've done your inner work, and now you're ready to move forward. So this is in the near future. So it hasn't happened yet, but it's coming. This person's coming. And I think, and once you do the healing, like once you finish healing from that past situation, that's when this person's going to come in and not before, because it has to be in divine timing. So when your energy's at a place where you're ready for this new beginning, that's when that person's going to come in, this new person. But I feel like, yeah, it's going to be a much better situation for you, much more reciprocal. They're putting in what you're putting in. It's a balanced relationship. There's not going to be that whole weird power dynamic thing going on that you dealt with in the past relationship. It's going to be much better. New beginning in love. And it's going to be somebody, and it could very well be somebody that is quite wealthy. And I feel like this is the new person coming in, and it might be, they might be wealthy, but they also might just be abundant in a sense of their mindset. Like they have an abundant mindset. They're abundant in health. They're abundant. You don't necessarily have to be wealthy, but and have abundance that way. But it's somebody who's got their stuff together. They're not like um they're not like chaotic and don't know what they're doing. It's like they're in that King of Pentacles energy. So they're wise and intelligent, but it's like they've got their stuff together. They know what they're doing with their life. They're not kind of up in the air, um, like frivolous, not know what they're doing, kind of flaky. I'm hearing the word flaky. They're not flaky. They're solid. They got their goals, they got their plans, are very solid. So it could be that they're wealthy, or it could just be that they've got all their everything organized in their life, very organized. Like I said, they take care of themselves, they take care of their health. They could have like good healthy relationships with family members and friends, and it's like they just got their stuff together. And it could be that they're wealthy, it could be a wealthy person too. I feel like that could be the case as well, like they've got a lot of wealth. But you're beginning a new journey with this person. So this person's coming in the near, and then I feel like it's going to be in the near future. Um, that this new beginning's coming in, this new love beginning. But it's after you've done the healing. And this is a general collective reading, so everybody's going to be kind of in a different place in the energy. So some people, maybe you've already done the healing and this is already like coming in now with this person, or maybe it's going to take a couple weeks or a couple months, because everyone's in a different place. But I don't feel like it's going to be months. I feel like it might be more like a couple weeks, because it's sword energy. So it's like the universe is telling you to wait for a little bit, but I'm not thinking it's like going to be a year or something like that. I don't think it's going to be that long. It might be like 2 months. It might be like you need to like do this inner work for 2 months, or but I feel like it could be weeks to months. Like I said, everyone's going to be different before this person comes in, because you have to be healed before the universe is going to let them come in. But you're going to start a new journey with this person. And I feel like it's going to be really good. Like it's going to be the type of love relationship that you've always wanted. It's going to be healthy, it's going to be reciprocal. There's not going to be any kind of like crazy like drama and chaos and that kind of games going on. It's going to be very like healthy, and you're going to be in alignment. I keep hearing, and that, yeah, they're showing me the scales again that are like balanced, completely balanced, and I'm hearing you're going to be in alignment with this person. So this person and you are going to be like, are going to go together like when they say like peas and carrots. So it's going to be, you're going to be in alignment with this person. And you're not going to have the crazy kind of issues that you had with the past person, because this person is healed. And my nose is itching. This person is healed. They've got their stuff together. They're in that King of Pentacles energy. They know what they want. Like, they're not going to play games with you. They're not going to like mess with you in that weird power stuff I was talking about. They're not going to do any of that because they've got their stuff together. Like, they know what they're doing in their life, And so you're not going to have to deal with that crazy kind of like flighty type energy. You're not going to have to, play games with them and stuff. But I feel like it's going to be a really good relationship for you. So that's really exciting. I mean, yeah, this is really exciting. So this is a great reading. So it looks like it's coming, and I think for some of you it's going to come faster than others, just depending on where you are healing from that past relationship is going to determine when this comes in for you. But it is coming in, and it is going to be karma, because it's going to be like you went through the mill with that last relationship, and now it's kind of like the universe is rewarding you in a sense, because you've learned your lesson and you broke that pattern. So now the universe is like, okay, you've done the work you needed to do. So now we're going to bring it. Karma comes full circle, and we're going to let you have, this great relationship that you've always wanted. So it sounds wonderful. So thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you liked the reading, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.